Almost every visitor to Beirut takes a photo at Pigeon Rocks in Rouge, a pair of rocks almost 60 meters high. Most of those visitors would have consulted a map similar to this, Foreign Office advice about safe places to travel to in Lebanon. And so what did we find over there?
These damages from the war?
Yes.
Was it all blown out buildings, tanks, soldiers, a poverty-stricken, wretched place? Was it hot, smoggy, polluted, a barren place, without greenery, towering high with shabby concrete apartment blocks, laundry dangling from the windows?
Not real.
There were elements of some of these things. There were blown out buildings. It was hot and very busy in the capital city, just like it would be anywhere, but we didn't find it as polluted as it would be if we were on the streets of central London. Overwhelmingly, the thing that we found the most common throughout Lebanon and Beirut was the warm welcome.
Welcome Ingilterra. Hello هذا.
How are you?
Okay, I'm Lebanese.
You have a good mustache.
Thank you very
How
much.
long it take you?
I'm making like this. I want to sell it one flower.
We found an amazing welcome in Lebanon. Strangers would come up to us in the street just to say hello, to ask where we're from. Tunisia, Iran, Palestine.
Sabine.
Sabine?
Yeah.
Welcome Sabine to Lebanon. I am Dr. Flower. I am Lebanese.
Thank you.
Welcome. I hope to see you every time.
For half of our stay, we were in the Hamra area of Beirut. And this is where we met the most number of Syrian refugees. The amazing warm welcome the Lebanese had extended to us had also been extended to over 2 million Syrians who had taken refuge in Lebanon from the civil war. A country of 4 million has now become a country of 6 million by taking in refugees mostly from Syria. That means almost 1 in 3 is a refugee. That's a big heart and an open welcome, when compared especially with my home country, the UK, which has let in around 10,000 Syrians into its borders, and even that was enough to trigger people into voting for Brexit, an end to the free movement of people throughout the EU. It makes you wonder which country is actually in reality more civilized. Of course there are problems in Lebanon, and some of those are struggling to make ends meet. There are children out on the streets selling flowers or gum. There's no school for them, no education, and it's this which was the most troubling part of our trip. Looking into the eyes of children's faces desperate to sell their flowers, wandering the streets in pairs or threes day and night, young children of 4 and 5, teenagers. The contrast between all the new buildings we'd seen downtown, the designer brands, the yachts and the fast cars was stark compared with the life of the child street sellers and the ghetto areas on the outskirts of Beirut, where refugees lived in cramped apartments with unreliable water, which meant you couldn't flush your toilet every day, unreliable electricity which might run out at any time. It's a contrast which may be seen in many cities, but what's more traumatic here is that these people aren't in their home country. They've already escaped bombs, chemical attacks and destruction in Syria. A common sight on the streets of the Hamra area of Beirut, mothers and young children on the streets. It was hard to know which were genuine and which were not. Some would walk for blocks behind you trying to get money. The minarets and the crosses symbolizing the diverse mix of communities here. Beirut is a modern city filled with hip, happening young people, but also one of the oldest inhabited cities on earth with a very troubled past. I couldn't help but wonder if it was the first-hand pain in that troubled past which made the Lebanese so generous
10
to the Syrians.
and 7. And you sell this how much?
A dish?
This, how much you sell? 5,000. Oh, you're a rich man.
Yeah.
And you're from Damascus?
Yeah.
Syria. Oh, you like Syria?
Syria.
You like Syria? You miss your home?
Syria and food.
And it wasn't just young Syrian children. We saw ladies and elder ladies, Syrians and Palestinians, all trying to earn some money in different, creative ways. So was it safe to visit Beirut? Yes, we found it physically very safe to visit Beirut, but emotionally, it's a heartbreaker. Expect to come away with a broken heart for Ahmed, for Yusuf, for all the children whose memories of childhood have been lost to a war and destruction. So go to Beirut. You won't regret it. See what it has to offer. Enjoy the hospitality and come away with a deep sense of gratitude for the scars that you and your family have not had to bear and don't have to see every day.
أهلا وسهلا سابين بلبنان. أنا دكتور الورد. أنا بحب شوفك دايما يا سابين بلبنان.
شكرا.
أهلا وسهلا.